The state says they are lagging behind in reaching certain groups with the vaccine, especially multicultural groups.
Fox 13's Spencer Joseph explains how the state's approach to vaccine distribution is changing to help those in underserved communities.
The lieutenant governor says as a state, we have more work to do when it comes to populations that don't have good access to the vaccine, but also saying we're ready to tackle that challenge.
Just because the person is eligible and a vaccine is available does not mean that a person has access.
Lieutenant Governor Henderson focused on access during the governor's news conference Thursday.
So we have a little bit of work to do here. Actually, we've got a lot of work to do here, but we've also done a lot of work.
37% of Asian American adults have received their first shot. That's 28.8% for Hispanics and 19.8% for African Americans.
To put it into perspective, 47% of white adults have received at least one dose of vaccine. So you can see where that equity comes into play.
Access is huge, right? Like we are talking about populations where maybe they're working multiple jobs a day. For the homeless population, they have so many competing priorities.
That's something that the 4th Street Clinic is concentrating on.
What we know about our population is that there is a lot of vaccine hesitancy, and you do have to have a good, trusting relationship with whomever is administering that vaccine.
As supply of the vaccine is starting to outpace demand, with many who wanted to get the vaccine right away doing so, the state plans to move away from mass vaccination sites to combat low stats.
To really reach the populations that might have more questions or concerns, we're going to, eventually shift our strategy away from mass vaccinations, but really allow vaccines to be in the hands of providers.
I think that resonates with low-income and minority populations as well, who are being served predominantly in community health centers, and they feel safe there. They trust those providers.
The lieutenant governor also says frontier and rural communities, as well as long-term care facilities and homebound individuals, will also be targets to get access to the vaccine. On Capitol Hill, Spencer Joseph, Fox 13 News.